we're learning the Maimah V'hinei Porach Mateh Aharon, Tovshin Lamed Gimel. We're up to Ois Ches. So we explained up till here now why it is that on Rosh Hashanah the flow of Hashem's chais that He wants to give to the world, to the everybody, and to the universe goes through a process, starting on Rosh Hashanah till every day. That's why we daven every day, to come from Atzilus down to our world of Asiya. There's many, many levels, and each level doesn't automatically flow from one to the next, and there could be a din of mishpat on each level, a judgment on how's it going to come down. So the marshal of how does this work, we found how it works also in the Nefesh HaAdam. Then in the Nefesh HaAdam, there's the same system in the person. When you make a decision, until you actually do something, multiple layers from the understanding to the thinking it out to the speaking to the doing. However, that's all. If you do it, just thinking it out, I'll be seichel. If you're excited about it, then it comes down right away. Everything flows in a whole different system. Right away you understand. If you have a pleasure in the project, you figure out that it makes sense to do, make a plan, talk about it and do it. And the two levels of barriers don't get in the way. It flows from one level to the next, and you don't rethink it until it's actually done. And this second way matches the bracha of the Kehanim. The bracha of the Kehanim is that they're able to send down this, what Hashem wants to give us, not in a way just from the chesed, but what's called from the level of Rav Chesed. Rav Chesed is the level of Kedusha Lamaila, which is usually referred to the level of Keser, which is above the whole system of worlds, the Seder Shtalshalos, where there's a tremendous, unlimited flow of connection from Hashem to the world. And then from this level, the brach of the Kehanim is brought down into the world, and so it brings down to us things in a way that is very quick, which explains why it is that we start off the Maimah. Why is the Birchus Kehanim? Why is the stick that was put in the Mishkan? Why did almonds blossom from it? Because they're the quickest fruit to grow. It's a hint that the bracha of the Kehanim comes very quickly. So there's an additional piece that we're going to add in Ois Ches. One is that when you have something flowing so quickly with such a power, it also it comes quickly, and it also brings a lot of stuff. It's not just limited to one type of hashpah. And so we see in the brach of the Kehanim, we see that they're tremendous brachas, and that it comes quickly. It brings with it a rubi hashpah, a tremendous amount of things that we need here in Elam Hazeh, and also it comes down in a way that to the lowest level, comes down in a way that there's nothing can hold it back, and with full of protection, which we see Yivarecha Hashem v'yishmerecha. Hashem will bless you and guard you from things that are damaging. So we'll see that also means that in the bracha can come down to the lowest level where there's possible damage. It means into a world of klippa, and even there the brachas will stay full and complete. Let's learn inside Ois Ches. Yesh lo haisef oid inyan b'mailas the birchus Kehanim. And there's also, we'll add another inyan in the maila, in the virtue that there is of the bracha of the Kehanim. Shamshoch the birchus Kehanim he mul maila b'yoser, comes from a very, very high level. As we said before, kanal shesher shamshoch he l'maila mishtalshus. The source of this amshoch is from higher than the shalshus, not chesed of Atzilus, but Rav Chesed, the chesed of Arich Anpin of Keser. And it comes down ad lamata mata b'yoser, comes down very, very low. Kanal shamshoch the birchus Kehanim he gam la'elu shemitzad midas adin einem ru'oyim. And in the previous part of that, this Farbringen, the Rebbe explained that the brach of the Kahanim comes down to those people that, according to the regular Midasadin, they're not suitable to receive it. The Kivin Sham Shocha the Brachos Kahanim he b'mehiris va'enim misakeves. Since the brach of the Kahanim is very quickly, comes quickly, and nothing holds it back. It's a flow. It so to speak, pushes through, overrides any din and mishpat. L'chein, therefore, kesh hashpa nimshechus l'mata, he beribi godel. Therefore, when the hashpa comes down below, it's with a tremendous amount of hashpa also. So another place explains when you have a dam in a river, you hold up the water, and it's blocked, and then you release it. It comes with a much more energy than before. This is a little bit different with Birchus Kahanim, but it comes from a higher level. It's not part of the regular system. It flows down with much more energy, in a way, more fury, but fury in a positive way to bring down a tremendous amount of goodness and bracha. And here we can understand how the Alter Rebbe explains in Likutei Torah this bracha of the Kahanim. After he explains that the bracha of the Kahanim comes quickly, so then he says, "Maybe drashas Razal al posik yivarecha Hashem v'yishmerecha." He brings down the posik, the Maimah Chazal from the Medrash, that on the first bracha of the Kehanim, v'yivarecha Hashem v'yishmerecha, He'll bless you and guard you. What's He going to bless you with? So this is a tremendous bracha. Yivarecha b'mammon, He'll bless you with money. Yivarecha b'banim, and bless you with children. So here you have 2 out of the 3, children, and with that, v'yishmerecha min ha'mazikin, and then it will guard you from the things that will damage you. So this he brings down, the Alter Rebbe brings this down in his mind. He talks about it in continuation of the idea that the Kahanim's bracha comes down quickly. So what's it got to do with what you get from the bracha? Money, children, and protection. It's not understood. Hari bedrashas razal hanal mavurak mahi hahamshoch. That chazal, that drasha only tells you what is the bracha. What are you getting? Brichas b'mamein, b'banim, shmiras ha'mazikim. It gives you money, gives you children, gives you protection. And the whole point of Likutei Torah, maybe drasha zul the inin hamshocha he b'mehiras, and that point of the Maim of the Alter Rebbe is to say it comes down quickly. So what's the stuff got to do with coming down quickly? So the Rebbe explains, Yesh lo imabir b'zeh, Yivarechacha b'mamim b'banim, meira al ribe hashba. That when you have this bracha of children and money and children, this shows on the tremendous amount of hashba that you're getting. Shashba hi b'chol inyan of the banachayim zayne. Because then you're getting hashba, you're getting this flow of energy and stuff on all 3, children, life, and food. Men parnasa. Because divarecha b'manim, when you say you're getting money, nichol gam habracha al chai. Because when you get a bracha for money, you also get a bracha on health. Why? Because the Chazal say, it's a Gemara in Tainus, the chiyahiv rachmana soiva, when the person gives a person to be satiated, lachai hu he gives him money in order for his living. No, he gives you parnasa, gives you money for living. You can't, if a person. So this is the intention. So in this bracha you get all 3. It only mentions 2: banim, children, and mamim, and money. With the money, the Gemara says also comes that you have life, so that you can use out the money for good things. use other money for living, use other money for tzedakah, use other money for Jewish education, use other money for tzedakah. So the money is to give it to a person that's alive and healthy. That's how the Gemara understands it, and so you, with this bracha of the Kehanim, which comes down quickly, it includes all three aspects of what we need to live here. And so the third thing of the bracha, of the third word, v'yishmerech min hamazikim, Meir shows on sham shach zashpa hi lamata mata biyos. It shows it comes down very, very low. It comes down into our world, into a place where there are things that can damage. Afilu l'makim shetzarich l'shmir min hamazikim, into a place where you need protection from those things that can damage. It means olam haza, in our world, and in olam haza, where there's a world of klippa, where the world is full of things that could hurt a person or take things away from the goodness that there is around. The connection of these two things, also when this ashpa comes below to such a low place, even in such a low place, in other words, in our world in Olam Hazeh, then it's a tremendous amount. B'mamin over banim, you're blessed with mammon and banim. We said includes all three aspects. Is hilafi? That's because hamshocha b'mehiras veinim isakeves, and that's because the hamshocha comes down quickly and doesn't get held back on any level. There's no din and mishpat as it comes down, and that's because that's the special inyan of the bracha of the Kehanim, and so too. And so we learned it out from, we see it in a person. When you do something or have a plan, a wish to do something because of the tremendous pleasure that you have, the satisfaction, the time that you have, then nothing stops you to get it done. So too, Lamaila, as this hashpah comes from a higher level of chesed, where there's a very powerful level of chesed that Hashem wants to give us, that's depicted in the Birchos Kehanim that comes down with a lot of stuff into our world.